Located on the Mississippi River, New Orleans is the largest city in Louisiana. Famous for jazz, spirited parades, and Cajun cuisine. Welcome to New Orleans, Louisiana, otherwise known by the locals as NOLA. I'm Colleen Kelly, and this is Family Travel. On this fun-filled family vacation, we begin in the French Quarter with beignets and beads. Then we'll inspect some insects, learn about New Orleans' historical ties, and get up close to swamp alligators. To top off our visit, we'll dive into Cajun cuisine before dancing the night away. My name is Colleen Kelly, and when I was single, I lived abroad and traveled the world. Then I became a parent and wondered, how would I ever travel again? So I set out to find a new way to travel and get back to exploring the world family style. I'm here to guide you on how to get the most out of your family vacation. Pack your bags and join me, Colleen Kelly. We're going on vacation. Funding provided by...
Parents say travel is educational. Kids just think it's fun. It's gotten me up close to dinosaurs, sharks, even real rockets. And that's pretty awesome. Family travel equals family fun. City Pass.
Let's start our vacation at the oldest part of New Orleans, the French Quarter. New Orleans remains a rich melting pot of cultures. The French Quarter, called La Ville Carrée in French, is the oldest neighborhood in New Orleans. It is also a National Historic Landmark with its many individual historic buildings. One of the best-known spots in the French Quarter is the French Market, the oldest public market in the United States. People come from all over the world to check out the French Market. Kids will enjoy souvenirs and the hustle and bustle of the area. With so much to offer, we got some helpful tips from local mom Layla and her daughter. This open-air market is similar to European-style markets. Layla gave us an insider's look at traditional New Orleans crafts and food. It features a flea market and a wide selection of food, including the Mardi Gras King Cake, a New Orleans specialty.
The gold is royalty.
Okay.
Excuse me. Money or power.
Oh, let's go.
The green is for faith. And the purple is for royalty. All the attributes of a king.
The king cake is basically there's a little plastic baby that you place inside the cake, and it signifies the baby Jesus. Whoever gets the baby brings the next king cake, and it was something that was recurring.
Layla, her daughter, and I headed to a famous cafe for another New Orleans tradition. No trip to the French Quarter is complete without a stop for beignets. Since 1862, this has been the original French market coffee stand, serving café au lait and beignets.
Welcome to Cafe Du Monde. What can I get for you?
2 café au lait, a milk, and you want an order of beignets?
I have to have beignets, don't I?
So we're gonna have 2 orders of beignets.
2 orders of beignets?
You ready for a big mess?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Now just don't breathe out as you bite.
Don't be, oh, because of the powdered sugar.
It'll go everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Honestly,
How are you so clean?
Delicious! It's no wonder why beignets are the official state donut of Louisiana. Mardi Gras, French for Fat Tuesday, is the celebration before Lent, the 40 days leading up to Easter. As a predominantly Catholic Christian city, New Orleans celebrates with parades featuring elaborate costumes and floats. New Orleans celebrates Mardi Gras like no other city in the country, and a lot of the preparation starts right here at Mardi Gras World. More than 80% of the floats are designed and built here. You know what's cool? You can take the kids on a tour of the float warehouse. But before we do that, I got to learn how the floats are made from one of the artists himself. Though not everyone has this opportunity, I got to learn more about the specifics in float design for all of us. I cannot believe I'm this close to a Mardi Gras float.
Yeah, this is it. It's styrofoam, and actually This is a prop, and the props are what we put on the floats, and there may be 2 or 3 different props on each individual float.
And how much work goes into that before you get to that great moment?
It's a ton of work. This prop right here is something that I'm actually reusing. It was a bull. Obviously, most bulls don't have beards, but this particular sketch called for one. So rather than making something brand new from scratch, I'm utilizing something we already had. I'm using the styrofoam that we have here and just gluing it on, using a knife and sandpaper to whittle it all down to get it to where it needs to be, so we can pass it along to the paper mache department, and then they will cover the entire styrofoam in brown paper, just like you would get at the grocery store.
Right.
And after they do that, then it's a smooth, seamless surface that the painters can prime and then paint with whatever color scheme is in the sketch that they're given. And then from there, it's ready to go up on the float and roll down the street.
So you reuse a lot of these, which I think is really green.
It is very green. We try and reuse as many props that we've already made as possible, incorporate them into future designs, as well as recycle as much styrofoam scrap as we can.
What about new designs?
If it's not something that we already have, the designer will give me the sketch, and then I'll take that sketch and I'll make a small model. I actually have one over here if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome. And this is actually it right here. Now, it looks kind of funny. It's just half of something. It's going to be a stuffed animal. And the reason it's only half of it is, again, to be green and not use more than I actually need. I'll make half of a symmetrical prop, and I'll use a mirror. That way I can see what it looks like three-dimensionally. See it in there?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's great.
So that's how I get my proportions just right. And then from here, I'll take this. This is about 8 inches. It's going to end up being 8 feet when I'm done with it. So I'm going to take it, cut it into smaller pieces, trace those out, and project those onto larger pieces of styrofoam.
Wow.
And then I glue all those together, and I start whittling it down, and then I start sanding it and cutting it, just like you saw with the beard on the bull.
It's quite a process, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exciting, though. It's fun to see raw material come into something that kids down the street are just thrilled about seeing.
Yeah, I think it's great. And the great thing about this, too, is this is kind of top secret, right? We're kind of getting a little
Exactly.
peek,
I can't tell you exactly what it's for, other than that it's going to be an 8-foot stuffed animal.
Well, this is awesome. Thanks so much for showing me this. I've got to go catch a tour now, so if you don't mind,
Not at all.
get this back to you so you can get back to work.
Awesome. Enjoy the tour.
Thanks.
Okay, welcome to Mardi Gras World, everyone. And this is our prop shop. This area right here is where we put a thin layer of paper mache on the props so we can paint them. The paper mache that they use is just the brown art paper. We paste water and a little bit of white glue. Here we have King Kong. It's the tallest proper float that we have. He's 18 feet tall. And we know that because that's the maximum height we can ever go. That's the height we trim our trees and hang the traffic lights. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks to build a float that size from the chassis up. And a float that size would run about $50,000 to $80,000. So what you're seeing in here is just the tip of the iceberg. It's not nearly everything.
Unbelievable. Look at this. How many floats are in the parade?
Well, the minimum number is 14. Now this float, these right here are all in one parade. The maximum number is 28. And everybody on that one float wears the same type of costumes. Now, if you have 28 floats in a parade, you're going to have 28 different designs of costume.
At the end of the tour, I spoke with a family that was visiting from Texas. They shared their thoughts about the Mardi Gras World Tour.
So how'd you enjoy Mardi Gras World?
It was really advanced, and that's what I really like about it.
Really advanced.
Yeah. They only have like 50 people, and I'm really...
Yeah, they only have 50 people for the whole crew working on all of this.
I think that next time I went to a parade on Mardi Gras, we'll have a new level of appreciation of all the work that goes behind it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but well worth it, right?
Definitely.
After an adventurous time at Mardi Gras World, we crept on over to learn about some creepy crawlers. Welcome to the Autubon Insectarium, the largest freestanding museum in America dedicated solely to bugs. Here at the Insectarium, I met up with a family who has a membership to the museum. They knew exactly where to take me to learn about insects and their environment. We start off at the Metamorphosis Lab.
We get over 500 butterfly chrysalises every week, and usually they emerge or come out of their chrysalis in the morning. They hang upside down until their wings and bodies are hard and dry, and then we move them into our butterfly exhibit. Sometimes a butterfly falls off of its chrysalis, and if we're there right at that moment, we can usually put it back somewhere where it hangs upside down and it'll be okay.
So we headed off to the Butterflies in Flight exhibit.
Welcome to the butterfly garden, guys.
Oh, look at this. They're everywhere.
We've got a nice recreation here of a Japanese garden with a whole lot of beautiful butterflies flying around.
This is so cool.
But what happens is a butterfly lays an egg on a leaf, and typically it's the leaf that the caterpillar feeds on. That's called a host plant. So we don't have host plants in here. We don't raise our own butterflies. We just get the chrysalises and then put the grown-up butterflies in here. And we usually have about 500 butterflies in here at a time. So Chance, have you ever seen a butterfly's tongue? Well, it's pretty neat because normally it's curled up, but when they drink, which is all butterflies can do, they can't chew anything, their tongue uncurls. And right here on this plate, we've got some rotten fruit and some very active butterfly tongues. Do you see them moving?
Oh my gosh, those little things aren't their feet?
No, the tongue is shaped and colored a little bit like the leg from this distance, but of course it's connected to their head, so you know it's not a leg.
That's a tongue?
That's a tongue.
After learning about the different butterflies in the exhibit, we were fortunate to see a brand new batch get released into the garden.
Okay, ready?
Woo! That's beautiful.
After the exhibit, we buzzed on over to the Bug Cafe. What's on the menu? You guessed it, bugs.
Thank you all so much for coming. My name is Stephanie. Good morning. I bet everyone woke up this morning and said, you know what? My life is just not going to be complete until I try a bug. It's kind of like crickets in here. Get it? Chirp, chirp. All right, I'm glad someone laughed at that joke. So, to go ahead and get started, I'm going to need a volunteer for this first dish. Ooh, your hand shot up right quick. You want to help too?
I'll help cook it.
Yeah, come on. Y'all both come on up.
One of the audience members and I put on our aprons to cook up some crickets.
What we're gonna do first is we're gonna make some crispy Cajun crickets.
Start off with some butter. Add some crickets in. And then let those babies sizzle. Then add a dash of some Louisiana Cajun spice.
Ooh, that one jumped out of the pan. Maybe have to eat that one.
Did you just eat it?
I did.
You don't mind?
You know what? I kind of mind because I'm on Weight Watchers and I don't know how many points that was. Here, blow on it. There you go.
How does it taste? It does taste like nuts? Is it good? Wow, I'm amazed.
There's one waiting for you.
Yeah, I've never eaten a bug before.
Do it, do it, do it.
All right, should I do it? Okay. It's just the thought of it. It does taste like a nut.
Then our family helped us out with the next dish.
We are gonna make a taco dip with some mealworms. So this is what my mealworms look like.
To begin our mealworm dish, we started off with some cream cheese and sour cream. Add some more of that Cajun spice. And of course, some mealworms. Mix it all up. Put it in a dish. Add a touch of salsa. And you're ready to serve it up.
Oh, thanks. It's gonna be good.
You're right, you can't taste it.
Now don't be shy. You can't learn what it tastes like just by staring at it.
What'd you think of the Insectarium?
It was a lot of fun. It's great in here.
It was cool.
The butterfly garden is beautiful.
Yeah, that was really pretty. I love that.
The best part was when we went to the butterfly garden.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining me. This was so cool.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was great hanging out and seeing the Insectarium.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I think I'm going to take some recipes home.
That dip was amazing.
I like the sugar-coated maggots. Those are tasty. There's nothing like cinnamon toast grubs.
New Orleans is home to the National World War II Museum, where families can learn about a significant period in American history. The National World War II Museum is a tribute to the American spirit. World War II began in 1939 and ended in 1945. This war involved more than 50 nations. At the beginning of our visit, we had a chance to meet with veteran Tom Blakey, who was a paratrooper in World War II.
The country came together like one big ball. It changed everything. It changed ages, it changes women into men's places, it changes blacks and whites together. You see that plane, that C-47? You get 18 men out of that plane in 11 seconds.
Really?
Yes. I jumped out of airplanes 30 times.
30 times?
Yes.
Wasn't that a little scary?
Well, I had to learn how to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Visitors will get an up-close look at a war that had an effect on every American. I met a family who has been coming to the museum since it opened in 2000. Their grandfather was honored at the museum for his service during World War II. They continue to visit the museum as a tribute to him and to share their family's history with the next generation.
You know, it's not often that kids have a lot to talk about with their grandparents and great-grandparents. They think. But when they come here, they have a lot to talk about.
When my daddy was in the war, he wore one of these. This is called the dress blues.
Yeah, we still have his peacoat.
His entire sea bag is still packed, the way they told him to pack them. And it was in the closet waiting to go.
They have so much in common that they didn't even realize.
And what better way to learn about World War II than at this museum?
That's right.
Heading outside the city limits, we hop on a boat to discover what lurks in the swampy waters of the bayou. Now we're on the west bank of the Mississippi River to join a family on a swamp tour.
Alligator!
The family I joined had roots in Louisiana for a long time, but they had never been on a swamp tour before.
All right, everyone. My name is Captain Brent. Today, I will be your captain and your guide. So if you have any questions today throughout this tour, just please feel free to ask. Here in Louisiana, we have two types of wetlands. We have swampland, we have marshland.
It's so funny how quiet everybody gets on the boat. Even the kids were keeping a sharp eye out for the gators.
We're now entering gator country. The reason that sign is up there, that's because alligators, these are territorial animals. All the gators out here that live in here, they're the ones that put that sign up. Just to let y'all know you're in their territory. There's now alligators, as far as being reptiles, they don't like cold weather.
Yeah, it's a baby.
They don't like extreme heat also. So what happens in either one of these situations, an alligator will go dormant. Yeah, he's the largest one in this area, about 11, 12 feet long.
Wow, that's big, and that's what I was looking for on this tour.
Later on our tour, we got to see and hold a baby gator.
Can we try?
Hold him.
I've never held an alligator before.
No, me neither.
You want to do it with me? Okay, which one first? Can we both hold him?
He's all right. He's not going to move around on you.
Everybody passed this little guy around, and I was brave enough to give him a little smooch.
Oh, the things you do in Louisiana.
We headed back to the dock to talk more about our tour.
What was your favorite part?
Seeing the alligator.
He was big, with a big tummy, and he had a long tail.
Oh wow, the whole tour actually. Nice family outing, enjoyed myself.
You think he'd make a good pet?
I would feed him, take him a walk.
Take him on a walk?
Mm-hmm. Put him in water and take care of him.
Oh, she's so sweet. Well, family, you got a new pet. Need some more thrills in your life? Kart racing should do the trick.
Here at NOLA Motorsports, I started off by becoming a registered racer. The Stevens family had traveled from nearby Luling, Louisiana. The kids had experience at NOLA Motorsports, but I was excited to share our first with Mom and Dad. Hey y'all, how are you?
Great.
I'm so excited you can make this. This is so much fun. I can't wait. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
All right, well, let's get going and let's go first learn about the cars and then we'll get racing. All right? Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Great.
Welcome to the car shop.
Oh, we love it. It's wonderful.
Good.
Tell us about this place.
Yeah, sure can. So here's where we maintain all of our go-karts for our customers. We'll start as young as 5 years old and put them in the go-karts all the way up to guys that are 60 and 70 years old. They start at going about 50 miles an hour and they go all the way up to 120 miles an hour and beyond.
Wow.
Yeah, really
120.
fast.
That's a lot.
Yep. You know, we really enforce safety here. We feel that the kids we start in karting, when they graduate to a vehicle on the road, that they understand car dynamics, understand how to control a skid. We feel that they're going to be much safer on the road.
Hi, we're here to go racing. Oh, we're great. We're excited. Yeah, this is great.
You guys excited?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's go over a few safety things real quick, and then we can talk about the go-kart operation.
We learned the green flag means go, yellow means caution, red means stop, black is a warning you're doing something wrong, and the checkered means your race is over. So we put on our helmets, got into our carts, ready, set, go. While the family continued racing, I learned how karting can help kids become better drivers down the road. That was awesome.
Was it good? You had fun?
But you can't flip in these things. If I know that, I would have gone faster.
Yeah. See how your hair looks after that.
I don't think race car drivers worry about their hair, do they?
They don't. No.
Why is it important for kids to learn about go-karts and racing?
Just the aspects of driving and training and thinking and gas and brake and steering and where they're at on the track and avoiding accidents. It really helps just in awareness in general.
So this helps them. That's
yeah,
great.
It does. It really does.
Well, I loved it. It was awesome, and I can't thank you enough. I know parents out there are going to love it. And the best part is you can do it as a family, which
That's right.
So did you get a little adrenaline rush out there?
Yeah. I go with fast.
You feel like a race car driver?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Well, we've got the results. Who won? Dad won. They all beat me, just so you know. I came in last. I tried really hard, but you guys are good. Let's head back downtown to sample a Louisiana specialty. And now it's time to go enjoy some Cajun cuisine. Mulate is a family-owned restaurant that has been in New Orleans over 20 years. Hi.
Hi. How many?
One, please.
Follow me right this way.
Okay. They're so cute. Great. Hi. How are you? It's nice to meet you. Me too.
Hi, I'm Carrie.
I'm Colleen. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Monique.
Monique, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me. This is an amazing restaurant.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Oh, I'm excited to try some Cajun food, right?
Yeah.
You're in the right
This is the
spot.
place.
In New Orleans, there's Creole and Cajun. What's the difference?
Cajun food, we use very little spices, salt and red pepper generally. But in the city, they use oregano, thyme, basil, so a little more sophisticated spices. Cajun food is country food, and Creole is city food. This is Cajun, absolutely.
So this is country food?
This is country food.
So should we try some things?
Yes, let's do it.
Order a variety and let the kids share with you to get a little taste of everything. Of course, there are kids' favorites like pasta, just in case the Cajun spice is too much for your little ones. There are many Cajun-inspired dishes on the menu, from alligator to gumbo to catfish. And don't forget to save room for dessert.
Done.
I think it's now time to go dancing. What do you think?
Finish this.
Oh, let's finish this? Oh yeah, good point. I like her. What a fantastic ending to a fun vacation in New Orleans. We laughed, we danced, we cringed. We even got our hearts racing. NOLA has it all. Thanks for watching Family Travel. I'm Colleen Kelly. As they say in New Orleans, let the good times roll. Funding provided by...
Kids think travel's all about fun, but parents know it broadens horizons, introduces kids to new cultures, and makes lasting memories. And that's pretty awesome. Family travel equals family fun. City Pass.
For more information about upcoming destinations and projects, visit familytravelck.com. Follow us on Twitter and find us on Facebook. We love to hear from you.